Stay with your legs media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.
What's up? This is Innes Luby, Say It With Your Legs Media. Thank you for tuning in once again. Today we are highlighting the rider Natnael Tesfatsion, the ride that changed the conversation. This ride just forced Natnael Tesfatsion into this African cycling conversation, actually like he hasn't been there already. And it wasn't hype, it was performance. And what are we talking about? At the Tour Down Under, the Queen stage, the hardest climbing test of the race, Tesfatsion finished 6th on a stage won by Jay Vine. But more importantly, he wasn't hiding. He was animated. While he animated the race, he helped initiate the chase. He rode like a rider who belongs at the World Tour. When people talk about African cycling, one name usually comes first. That's Biniam Gourmet, and it's well learned. But quietly, consistently, another Eritrean rider is forcing his way into that conversation. His name is Natnael Tesfatsion, and this isn't a development story anymore. This is a World Tour signal.
So this is what the weather's like. Trying to think, what am I gonna do?
To understand Natnael Tesfatsion, you have to understand Eritrea. This isn't a country discovered in cycling. It's a country built on it. High altitude, relentless terrain, a national obsession with the bike. Born in Asmara in 1999, Natnael grew up where endurance isn't trained, it's lived. And early on, it wasn't just his engine that stood out, it was his intelligence. Reading races, timing efforts, knowing when to move and when not to. The jump from African racing to Europe is one of the hardest in professional cycling. Natnael didn't take shortcuts. He entered the system through dimension data for Quebec's Continental Team, one of the few bridges between African talent and the European peloton. Then came NTT Continental, where results started catching up to the potential. Not hype, not marketing, pure development. From there, he moved to Androni, I think it's at Giocattoli, one of the toughest proving grounds in European cycling. If you survive Androni, you earn respect. If you perform there, you earn a future. This is where the conversation changes, because Natnael Tesfatsion didn't just win, he dominated them. He won the Tour of Rwanda overall twice. That is a tough race, and that matters. The Tour of Rwanda is aggressive, high altitude, and brutally selected. Winning it once is impressive. Winning it twice proves consistency, recovery, and leadership. And to add multiple African championship titles, including time trial, and a clear picture emerges. This isn't a specialist, this is an all-rounder. The real test in cycling is simple. Do your results travel? Natnael's did. Second place at the Cadel Evans Great Ocean Race against a full World Tour team. This is not an African result, that's a global one. Then in 2024, he wins the Eritrean National World Championship, earning the national champion's jersey, confidence, status, and responsibility. Soon after, Movistar comes calling. At this point, the question isn't if he belongs, it's what role he grows into. Now we come back to the Tour Down Under. On the Queen stage, Natnael finished 6th, but the number doesn't tell the story. He was part of the move. He helped drive the chase. He raced aggressively, not defensively. That tells you everything. This wasn't survival mode, this was intent. Early season climbing from race instinct, confidence inside a World Tour team. These aren't accidents, these are signals. And the Tour Down Under didn't end there. On the final stage, Natnael Tesfatsion finished 9th, and the detail matters. This wasn't a pure bunch sprint. The uphill drag into the finish took the edge off the fastest sprinters, turning it into a reduced, power-based sprint. The kind of finish where positioning, repeatability, and durability decide the result. And Tesfatsion was right there. That 9th place tells us something important. It confirms what we already seen earlier in the week. This is a rider who can climb with the climbers, survive the selective stages, and still produce a strong finish at the end of a hard race. That's not a pure sprinter. That's not a pure climber. That's a modern World Tour rider. So what does this tell us? It's a proven GC ability at altitude, strong one-day race performances, national champion confidence, early season World Tour form, stability inside a major team. This isn't luck, this is trajectory. Just like when we saw Benin Gourmet, African riders aren't arriving anymore. They're competing. And Natnael Tesfatsion is right on the edge of something bigger. So when you step back and look at the entire tour down under, 6 on the Queen Straight, active in the race, not hiding in wheels, and a top 10 finish on the final uphill sprint stage, that's a complete opening race into the season. Not flashes of form, consistency. For a rider starting his year at the World Tour level, this is exactly what you wanted to see. Strong legs, tactical confidence, and results that hold up across different terrain. That's why I believe Natnael Tesfatsion isn't just off to a good start. He's building towards a very serious season. Uh, those points that I should say, him finishing way up there is getting well earned points for Movistar, and all the World Tour teams, they love that. Those points are important. So even if you don't win the race and you get those points, and you keep your team where it needs to be. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, share, and subscribe. I'll keep covering African riders shaping the modern peloton, not as stories of opportunity, but stories of performance. This is Natnael Tesfatsion, and this season, keep an eye on him. It's Innes Louis Say with your legs media. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one.
Seven Your Legs Media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up.